All right, guys, how's it going? Now, the dust has settled, a bit of time has passed, but I'm going to return now, right? And I'm going to ask you if you think there may have been a falling out between Jurgen Klopp and John Henry, right? And the reason I'm making this video is because of a comment that was left on my video last night, on one of my videos last night. And it's made me think about the whole thing again. And we're going to look at it. Now, as far as I'm aware, John Henry has not publicly said anything about Jurgen Klopp leaving, unless I've missed something, because I didn't watch any of Jurgen's farewell, right? I didn't, because I didn't want to watch it. It depressed me, and I'm someone that just moves on very quickly, right? And you might not be able to understand that. You know, maybe you were sat there with a Kleenex. I use Kleenex for other things, right? So I don't know. Maybe I missed something, but I don't think I did, right? And yes, when Jurgen announced his intention to leave, there was a statement from the FSG suits or whatever within the club or whatever, or we're very grateful for Jurgen and all that shit. But I've not seen anything from John Henry, and as he is the main man within the organisation, I find that extremely strange. I'm going to be honest with you, and I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I was just going to give you examples of how I would be with people in life if they were leaving, moving on from doing work for me or something, I don't know. It's just really fucking strange. So, Jurgen, Jurgen, when he spoke, has always said, you couldn't wish for better owners, everything's all right. So you get the conspiracy theory in your head. I don't even know if it is a conspiracy theory. I think it's a fair question to ask oneself. And then you start to think, I think something's gone off here. And then Jurgen comes out and says, great people and all that, no problem. But I'm not sure I believe him or not. And, is he just saying that just to have the smooth exit, no drama? He's not broken any NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. He just wants his money, he wants to fuck off. Right? Do you know what I mean? Is it that? I mean, let's be honest, right? How many times have you had a blazing row with your partner, right? Absolutely fucking raging, and someone in your house has opened the door or come into maybe you might have been in a restaurant, your friend might have gone to the loo or something, and you, and then someone come in and they go, everything all right? Yeah, great, yeah, it's all right, isn't it, darling? All right, oh yeah, it's good, yeah. We've all done it, right? So, I don't know. So I was looking at this, right? I went, just before I started recording this video, I actually attempted this video previously to this, and I stopped recording it because I fucked it up. But I just wasn't happy with it. Back in February, Wednesday, February 28th, I received a message from someone that is a very good friend of mine. And they are very well connected within Liverpool Football Club. And work or have worked, whatever, I don't want to say too much about them, in an extremely responsible, trusted position within the club. Yeah, all right, for many, 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 many years. And they said to me back in February, and they were telling me about Edwards and all that and the control issues at the club. Now, with regards to John Henry and Jurgen Klopp, quote, I'm told they have not spoken directly, either face-to-face or conference calls, etc. Since Henry flew over for the Chelsea game. The boss was absolutely fuming over the Bellingham deal. He had worked on that one, as you know, for over 12 months and had built a fantastic relationship with both Jude and his family. From what I can work out, the boss had shook hands on a deal only for Henry to pull the plug on the deal, thus making him look a complete fool. Words were exchanged, and this is where we are today. Now, this is where we are today is with regards, Jurgen leaving or whatever, I guess. And this is an exceptionally long message. And I did go over this before previously on here, you might have missed it. I did go over that, and that is someone that I would fucking trust my life with, right? Now, you know, sometimes people talk about conspiracy theories and always looking for things, but I think it's fair to say, like, this is just, it's a little bit strange how Jurgen did leave the club so quickly, having said he was fired up and ready for the new challenge. And, you know, I do believe, though, that also, because some people might come back and go, no, he was just exhausted, done. Well, if you're falling out with your employer or the stress within the organisation of any business that you work for, then you do become exhausted, and maybe it's, I can't be doing it. I don't know. I swear down, guys, and I can't verify it. I think something's off with it all. And I know I'm keep banging on about how I want to move on to Arne Slot, and this is part of the fucking problem, but they haven't announced him yet, right? So until that happens, we're still going to think about why it's happening and why we're waiting for that. So I think I'm justified in discussing this. And I'm going to warn you right now, right? And I'm not joking. This is my YouTube channel with my name on it, and I will discuss what I want on a day-to-day basis. So be very careful. If you're not from around these parts, you're a casual viewer, and you're telling me what I can and can't do, right? This is important to me and many Liverpool supporters that follow my YouTube channel, because many of us feel that something wasn't right. And we would love to be able to say nothing was wrong, right? It would be really cool if at some point in the future we could turn and say, all them rumours, a suggestion of a fallout, it didn't happen. It's not about trying to find wrong or to blame someone or to say Henry's a or whatever. I would much rather be able to turn and say, no, do you know what, guys? It turns out there was nothing wrong. So we're here to debate things. If you can't handle that, then you really shouldn't be on this channel. And the reason I'm going over it today is because of a comment that was left on one of my videos yesterday, and I assume I must have mentioned something about John Henry. I think I said something about John Henry. You know, has he actually said anything about Jurgen yet? I don't know. I think I made it just in a passing video. From Robin. Hello, Robin. Thanks for taking the time to leave this message. And he said, your comment about John Henry not waxing lyrical about Jurgen Klopp is extremely telling. I go back to my belief that there was a massive falling out. And he thinks, you know, like last October, November, when Edwards was, being mooted as coming back or whatever, you know. And with regards to Slot, he said, fourth choice, question mark, more like fifth or sixth. A yes man suited FSG. The problem with yes men, they are usually inferior in what they do. That is why they are yes men. I have that Brendan Rodgers feeling of 2012, yet worse. This is the point that I no longer want Edwards and FSG controlling the club. Now, that's going into another area, you know, because I am actually looking forward to seeing Arne Slot. A head coach title rather than a manager does give it a yes man feeling. It does feel like he wasn't the first choice. Like as I had said, I think he was fourth choice. But I don't want it to make it sound like this is just someone else's opinion, but my own opinion. I'm not having a go at him, Arne Slot. I do think it's a bit like when George Schmatka came back and couldn't believe his fucking job, you know what I mean? Like, oh, the Liverpool job was too much of a challenge, to turn down. So he came out of retirement. Of course he came out of retirement and couldn't believe his fucking luck. And I think there is an element of that with Arne Slot. But none of us will care if he delivers, right? Do you know what I mean? So this isn't about digging at Arne, not from my point of view. He's obviously saying there, I don't think he was, the preferred candidate. But just the way Jurgen left the club, it just doesn't make sense to me. It don't. And I'm just wondering if there was some sort of fallout there with John W. Henry that contributed to it. Might not be the sole reason, the exclusive reason, but maybe that was something. Or maybe John W. Henry fell out with Jurgen because Jurgen said, I'm off, fuck it. That's very plausible, and that's one that I've often thought about. And you can say now, why are you bringing it up now, Doug? I'm telling you why I'm bringing it up now. Because we still haven't heard from John W. Henry about it. It's just really weird. The fucker comments on things when he wants to. Yeah, I have a cleaner that comes around my house once a week, because I live on my own now, you see. I have a cleaner that comes around once a week. She's here now, right now. She comes on a Wednesday. She's a lovely lass. And if she said to me, I'm moving on, you know, or I don't want to do cleaning anymore, it would be really important that I said goodbye to her. If I was in England, say, visiting my son, and that news, you know, someone here said, oh, she's leaving, I'd be like, well, I need to speak to her, you know, I need to say something. And I'd go to the local and I'd tell everyone in my local, I say, she's fucking great, she is. She's done a great job. I'm so grateful, and I really wish her all the best. And that's at, like, fucking peasant level, like, in society, that I would be like that. She hasn't put value on anything, on my asset, which therefore is the house that she cleans. I just find it extremely strange. So the reason I'm making the video is because still there's been nothing said, and there's probably never going to be anything said. But then again, every time I feel these things and ask these questions, I then have Jurgen saying things like, these are great owners. And maybe they are great owners. And you can have disagreements within an organisation or with your bosses, but still acknowledge the good, maybe. This is a really, like, chilled video, you can probably tell, you know what I mean? Like, I'm being really genuine. Well, I'm genuine in all my fucking videos. But what I mean is, like, I'm not, like, laughing and joking about it, because I'm just baffled that John Henry hasn't said anything. I really will. I mean, Linda. Yeah, do you know what, Linda? She'd be my chairwoman there. I'd rather have her as the face of the club, not because it's a pretty face, but because she's the only one that actually seems to fly the flag for those fuckers, and she's not even FSG, is she? Something ain't right, something weren't right. So the question to you would be, if you can, you know, like, if you don't want to hear about it, fine, that's fine. You don't have to tell me that in the comments. But what you could say in the comments is, you could tell me if you think that something doesn't feel right there. Do you know what I mean? We know that he's a billionaire. This is one thing that people fucking say to me when I bring this up in conversation. Not many people, because most people tend to be on the same page as me. But occasionally people say, this is a billionaire, they're so detached, they're this, they're that, the other. Right, listen, American businessmen, right, they know it's all about PR and customer service in America and everything, right? More so than any fucking nation in the world, right? It's all about looking good. And we haven't asked for John Henry to come out every time Jurgen's achieved something to thank him, you know. But if you can't thank the man that made him billions, and acknowledge all that pain by the supporters that they're going through because Jurgen left, there's something seriously wrong there, because there should be an exception in my opinion. And I don't know, I think it would be really good to hear from John Henry saying, you know, we've thanked Jurgen for everything he's done, you know, we're going to miss him, we wish him well, but, you know, this is Liverpool Football Club, and we as owners will do everything we can to, you know, maintain and sustain the progress that Jurgen has achieved. So, and again, I'm prompted into making a video because of that comment that was left, because there's clearly people out there that think like me. Maybe you don't give a fuck. So anyway, that's it. If you have an opinion on this, I would really appreciate it if you could let me know in the comments section. If you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, hit the super thanks. I'll thank you in tomorrow morning's briefing. Read the video description for loads of other information and things that might be of use to you. Okay, guys, thank you.